this means that person took care of business for the club. And what that means is they committed some kind of act of violence on behalf of the club, either against another club or against law enforcement. The 1%er Mongol forever, forever Mongol. It's a 1% diamond. That means they consider themselves to be 1% of the motorcyclists who live outside the law.
In Oregon, police are closely monitoring the Mongols' expansion into their state. Years earlier, the growth of the Mongol Motorcycle Club in California sparked a violent turf war with the Hells Angels.
Yeah, there was a lot of blood spilled, definitely. But that's what happens when you go to war. I'm not going to deny the fact that we're not violent. We're very violent, but only when pushed. I already lost one war in Vietnam. I wasn't about to lose another one.
The turf war over California led to the deaths of several Hells Angels and Mongols. The clubs eventually reached a fragile truce. Police in Oregon are intent on preventing another 1%er gang war. There is reason for concern. The Mongols...
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to take my patch and have me not wear it, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop being a Mongol. You're just not going to know who the Mongols are anymore. Once you're a Mongol, you're always a Mongol. We're not changing into another club. We're not going to fly another patch. We're Mongols.
Mike McCartney is a former member of the Mongols.
We're the baddest of the bad, the hardcore. Our hearts are pretty much into this lifestyle 100%. We live and breathe and die for our club.
McCartney played a key role in the Mongols' East Coast expansion, often encroaching into enemy turf. In a dangerous move, he chartered a Mongols club in Hells Angels, New York territory. According to McCartney, the Hells Angels retaliated by greenlighting him.
If you're green-lighted, that means there's a price tag on your head to remove you out of that picture. Because in their eyes, if you're removed out of that equation as a leader, 99% of the time, those guys that are under you are going to be scared to take off.
Currently, the Mongols are in a state of expansion. Last fall, the club quietly charted the first of 4 chapters in Oregon. Flying their colors and wearing the state rocker without the permission of Oregon's existing biker gangs could provoke turf wars. There are 5 1%er outlaw biker clubs in Oregon. The new Mongol chapters are patching over members from other 1%er clubs and causing problems. In Eugene, Oregon, police plan to deter violence between the 1%er clubs. Detective Dave Burrows works undercover and cannot be seen on camera.
Tonight, we're going to go out and try and gather some intelligence from the Free Souls church meeting. The Free Souls are the oldest and the largest motorcycle gang in the state of Oregon. Every weekend, they hold a church meeting where they get together and talk about club business. So a part of what we want to do tonight is identify prospects, and if we can get a stop on them for some kind of violation to further identify them, that would be great.
In Oregon, the Free Souls and 2 other local clubs are aligned with the Hells Angels. This makes the Mongols their natural enemy. For police, gathering intelligence on 1%ers can be dangerous.
I think keep in the back of your mind that sometimes they have a follow car. Just keep in mind the idea about a possible ambush at any time about these guys.
As always, use officer safety. Expect there's going to be weapons, whether they're legal or not. All right, let's hit it.
Detective Burrows and Officer White head to the clubhouse.
Free
Souls are all homegrown guys. They've been around since 1969, so there's a lot of older members. They've started to recruit a lot of younger members.
The last 2 or 3 years, they went from kind of a 40, 50, 60s club to a lot of guys in their 20s and 30s coming in.
When they were started in the late 60s, they were fairly closely aligned with the Hells Angels. They don't want the Mongols here. The Free Souls members I've talked to have allayed their fears that if there's a war between the Free Souls and the Mongols, or any of the Oregon clubs and the Mongols, they're going to swarm the state and there's going to be an all-out war.
They stop at the clubhouse. The Free Souls church meeting has started. During church meetings, women and prospects have to wait outside. Burroughs asks to speak with a member of the club. He wants the bikers to know they're in the area. Being visible is one way to deter a turf war. The Free Souls member Burroughs spoke with has his own deterrent.
He's got a permit to carry a concealed weapon.
And you can see the outline of his pistol under his vest. In the past, when I've stopped that guy, he's had 2 pistols. And so what you end up with is you get a guy who's a felon. He won't have a pistol or a restricted weapon, but his buddy that's sitting right next to him has 2. So there's always guns around the club.
Later that night, Burroughs' team patrols the area around the Free Souls clubhouse to gather intelligence. They pull over several members and prospects for violations. The following night in Portland, Burroughs and Officer White assist the police. The Mongols are throwing a party. Local one-percenter clubs could choose this night to challenge them.
Law enforcement ran some surveillance operations today around the funeral of an Outsiders member. We had concerns with the Mongols party here that's in town at the same time, that there may be trouble between the clubs. There was a lot of members in town, at least 100 members from the Oregon clubs, and it looks like we probably have about 30 to 40 Mongols at least in town.
Tensions are high. Police keep a close eye on one-percenter clubhouses and haunts.
To our right is the clubhouse for the Gypsy Joker Motorcycle Club. They've been historically the most powerful club in Oregon.
Officers are out in force tonight to prevent a violent confrontation between biker clubs and to gather intelligence on the number of one-percenters in town and where they are from.
It looks like there's probably about 15 to 20 motorcycles out there. I also saw numerous vehicles out there that belongs to some of our Oregon Mongols. Throughout the night, I've seen members from Eugene, Portland, Medford, members from San Jose, Los Angeles, and San Diego. All right, we've got several members standing outside. You can see their new colors. A couple of Gypsy Joker members hanging out with them. That's how they talk to all law enforcement if they can. Their motto is respect few, fear none.
On this night, the Mongols and local one-percenter clubs coexisted without incident. And Detective Burroughs and Officer White notice an interesting development.
This is the first time we've seen the Gypsy Jokers and the Mongols hanging out together in the same place. No speculation. It doesn't necessarily mean they're allies. It doesn't mean they're friends.